If you're planning to invest in Dubai real estate in 2025 or beyond, there is one key decision you can't afford to overlook. Are you buying in a freehold or a leasehold zone? This one detail affects your ownership rights, your exit strategy, your real estate value, even your ability to pass the property to your children. And in this video, I'm going to give you a deep dive on both with real examples, current laws, and investor insights you won't find on most real estate YouTube channels. And by the way, if you're actively looking to buy, sell, or rent properties, download the Urgent app. It's free, it's fast, and it connects you directly with licensed agents and the best deals across the UAE. Link is given in the description. Let's get started. First, what is a freehold ownership? In simple terms, freehold means you fully own the property and the land it sits on. In legal terms, this is registered on your name at the Dubai Land Department and your name appears on the title deed as the sole and full owner. You can rent it out, you can renovate, you can sell it, you can even pass it down through inheritance without needing approval from master developer or local authority. Now, in contrast, that with leasehold ownership. In a leasehold agreement, you purchase the right to use the property for a specific term, usually 30, 50, or 99 years, but you don't own the land. When the lease expires, the property by default reverts back into the freeholder, unless a renewal is negotiated. And here is what most people miss. Leasehold properties are often governed by additional terms. That means things like subletting, renovation, or even maintenance upgrades might require prior approval. Now, here is where it gets important for investors. According to Dubai's 2024 transaction data, 91.7% of all residential property sales were in freehold zones. Why? Because freehold gives you security, liquidity, and flexibility. Leasehold is still used, but more commonly in older developments or in certain areas of Abu Dhabi where freehold access is limited for non-GCC nationals. Let me break this down by city. In Dubai, most investor-friendly areas like downtown, Dubai Marina, Business Bay, Palm Jumeirah, JVC are all freehold zones. Those are areas where you can buy as a foreigner with full rights. But in Abu Dhabi, non-GCC nationals are typically limited to leasehold contracts, which grant long-term users right but not full ownership of the land. For example, Saadiyat Island offers 99-year leases for foreign buyers. The title deed is issued, but the underlying land remains under the control of the local authority. Let's go deeper into value and risk. Freehold property has consistently outperformed leasehold in terms of capital appreciation. Why? Because buyers see freehold as a more secure, a permanent investment. According to a Knight Frank report in 2023, freehold properties in central Dubai appreciated 13 to 16% year over year, compared to just 5 to 7% in older leasehold projects. Also, when it comes to resale, as a leasehold property ages and lease term shortens, the resale value often declines. If a buyer sees only 28 years left on the lease, that becomes a negotiation point. And a financing issue too, because most banks won't approve mortgages on leasehold properties with less than 20 years remaining. And that brings us to financing. Most UAE banks and mortgage lenders prefer freehold properties. They're easier to value, easier to resell, and offer better legal security in case of default. Leasehold properties, few lenders support them, and when they do, It's often the higher down payments and shorter loan tenures. Let's pause here and clarify something. Leasehold isn't necessarily bad in some areas, especially where land isn't open to foreign ownership. Leasehold may be the only available route. It can also offer slightly lower entry prices compared to freehold alternatives. But as an investor, you need to ask, how long is left on the lease? What are the renewal terms? Are there ground rents or annual usage fees? Will this property hold value over time or become harder to sell? Here is a quick summary to keep in mind. Freehold. You own the property and the land. No time limit on ownership. Full flexibility and better resale potential. Easier mortgage approval. Leasehold. You own the right to use, not to the land itself. Limited by time like 30, 50, or 99 years. May have renewal cost or usage restrictions. Harder to resell as time passes. So which should you choose? If you're investing in Dubai for long-term growth, you want full ownership rights, and you are looking for a property that's easy to finance and resell, go with freehold. If you are buying in Abu Dhabi or an area where leasehold is the only option, it's not a deal breaker, but with a clear understanding of the terms and work with a legal advisor to review the contract carefully. Final tip. Always check with Dubai Land Department or Abu Dhabi DPM to verify the ownership model for the specific project or building you are interested in. Understanding the difference between freehold and leasehold isn't just a legal details. It's a core investment decision. If you make the right choice, you will set yourself up for long-term ROI and peace of mind. If you found this video helpful, hit the like and subscribe for more expert level real estate insights. See you in the next video.